are here, and today we are trying to understand the different types of modeling that we can do in Power BI. Modeling is just basically sharing information among different tables, right? So different tables come from different departments, different people are gathering different types of data. We do not share this data by first hand because it would create disrupt. Right, so what we try to do is rather we try to make modeling. Before trying to understand modeling, what we'll try to do is understand what are views in Power BI. The three types of views basically: there's report view, data view, and model view. First one is the report view, where you will be creating your dashboards, your reports. Second one is the data view, where you'll get a snapshot of what your data looks like. Third is the model view, where you will understand the different relationships that the tables have among each other. Why? Because they want to share information. We'll try to understand the relationships that are there in Power BI, right? Introducing relationships and data modeling. First thing you need to remember is your primary key and foreign key. If you remember, primary key was a unique not null value, right, which is not repeating. You can understand your primary key is what your Aadhaar number, your PAN number is your unique not null value. The another thing is the foreign key. Foreign key is what? Foreign key is a reference column to connect to our primary key so that both the data sets get joined. After knowing this primary and foreign key, what we'll try to understand is how we'll create these relationships between different tables. It's very easy. You just have to go to navigate to model view. After going to model view, you can drag and drop fields, the columns, the primary key and the foreign key above each, right? So you'll drag your primary key or foreign key above each, and finally you will configure the relationship, exactly how the table is going to share the information. To understand that, there are multiple ways in what you can create a relationship. Understanding now one-to-one relationship. What is one-to-one relationship? When I say one-to-one, that means what? If I have table A and I have table B, in my table A, if there are customers, there are only unique customers. That means there are no repeating values. In my another table is also customers. Again, those are unique, right? Those are non-repeating values. When I connect these two things, both of them are non-repeating, I'll create one-to-one relationship. Right? Another one is one-to-many relationship. What if I had a table, there were unique customers, right? But those customers are coming back again and again. Same customers are coming back again and again and purchasing from me. At this point, I'll create what? One-to-many relationship. Table A has only unique customers, but these unique customers are coming again and again in table B. The third one is what? Many-to-many relationships. So I have customers repeating in my table A, right? The same customers are there, and in my table B also I have same customers. Both the customers are being duplicated from both these tables. Now we'll create what? We'll create many-to-many relationships. Usually industry-based saying, we usually go for one-to-many relationships. Both one-to-one and many-to-many can create what? Data ambiguity in our reports. Why? What is data ambiguity? It means something creating like a fuss, a confusion that is happening with these data sets. The best practices for creating this data modeling, creating these relationships is what? First, define your relationships, right? Exactly how is this table going to share this information? What is the type of relationship that the table is having? Another one is, it's very simple. Keep it simple, right? It's very simple. If you keep it simple, it's very simple. Say for example, you are joining two tables. Keep it simple. Both the column names, right, if they are sharing exactly the same information, try to keep their column names as well exactly the same, that you could easily identify. Try putting primary key, foreign key as a in brackets, so that you will keep that thing simple and it will be easy to make those relationships between those tables. Right? The third thing is what? Use descriptive names, as said earlier. Whenever you are creating relationships, right, define those relationships properly by their new tables that we have created. Write those tables, rename those tables, not only like for example just say merged or anything else. Rather specifically mention what kind of these tables or what information this is coming from, right? So for example, I have sales and another one is customers table, right? Any customer that is coming in, right? I have saved that information, and another one is all the sales that I am tracking for. What you can do is you can mention those table names properly, and whenever you are making a relationship, also rename that specific relationship, including both the tables names, so you would understand what exactly that relationships comes from. And finally, validate regularly. just by creating relationship does not mean that you won't again go and look for what the data is. Rather go, there is a specific option, very easy option, data view. Just go into that data view. You can go to model view as well. Just go into that model view, keep on validating whether the joins that you have made is that exactly correct, because if the data is incorrect, your charts would be incorrect, and if the charts is incorrect, you'll give what? You'll give misinformation, right? Let's try to summarize this chapter. What is this chapter about? This chapter is about data modeling, right? Power BI has different views. There was what? Report view to create charts, data view to get a snapshot of your data, and finally a model view to see the relationship between all these tables. Creating relationships, you can just drag and drop primary key and foreign key among your tables from your model view to create relationships, and there were different types: one to one, many to one, and many to many. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, this is Omkar. We're looking at some practical applications, right? Practical applications of how the relationships is working on. Relationship is basically sharing information among what? Different tables. Why is there a need of these different tables though? Why? Because there are different departments that comes in, right? I'll go to this transform data of mine. I'll just click this and I'll show you the data sets that I have added, right? So in an organization, there are multiple departments that comes in. Each department is working around, say for example, now customer details. So that is for sales people that they'll be handling, and product details, that is what? Somewhat logistic department that is handling. Each department is what? Acquiring their specific data, maintaining their specific databases. I have added two tables, one is customers and another one is products. For entering data directly into query editor, there is this enter data as an option. You can just select that and enter your data just like you do in Excel, right? So I have added data through this enter data. Let's go through this customers table. I have customer ID, customer name and product ID, right? Customer ID showcasing each and every different customers that there are coming in with their different names that there is. And now there is product ID, which product they have purchased. But what are these products, right? What is this product names? What is the price of these products? We can get it from what? Our products table, that's over here in your queries. In my products table, I have product ID, product name and product price as well. As you can see, there are informations like customers having 1 2 3 4 5 6 customers IDs there. Someone is purchasing 2, someone is purchasing first, and for someone is purchasing 5 and 4th number of product. You will get each of this information from here. As you can see, there are also 6 and 7 products as well that none of those customers are purchasing. And also there are some customers, let's say there are there is product ID that is 1 2 5 and 4 that is coming in, but in our products table there is no 4th as our product ID. There is 1 2 3 and directly there is 5. So there is some disrupt that is happening among these data sets, right? We'll try to encounter that as well. What is that is playing role in our visualization as well. We'll try to understand that. First thing we'll try to understand is what? Primary key and foreign keys. So primary key is what? A not null value that is unique in nature. So customer ID, that is a primary key for our customers table, and product ID is our primary key for our products table. So what is the foreign key? Foreign key is a key, a column to connect two tables, right? So product ID you can see in my customers table as well, and product ID is also mentioned in my product ID as well. So I can connect this foreign key. See, foreign key is what? Now product ID. Product ID, as you can see, is getting duplicated. There can be null values as well, whereas primary key will not have null values and will always be unique. That's the basic difference between primary key and foreign key. What you'll do is you'll connect foreign key with primary key to share information among these two tables. To do that, I'll just press this close and apply. Now I'll go back to my Power BI desktop, right? So I have these two data sets loaded. One is customer, another one is product table, right? If I go into my model view now, right, there's this model view that's coming in. If I'm going into model view, I can clearly see that there is this relationship that is happening between these two tables. So Power BI can easily create relationship on their own when the column names have same exact name. So it is created relationship on product ID and product ID as both the column names are exactly the same. We call this in SQL the natural join. So we don't have to mention which are the columns which are primary and foreign key. It can as you can see in our properties as well of these relationships, we can get the table names, cardinality, which are the tables that are coming in, what is the column that is coming in from each table, right? Which type of filtering that is happening. So we'll be looking in depth how is this happening, right? To create a relation or to delete a relationship, we can just right click on it and we can delete this relationship, right? So if I delete this relationship, right, now this table won't, so it's working on it. Now this table is not sharing information. If I create any visualization, I cannot take customer name and product name side by side. Why? Because there is no relationship between these two tables, right? To create relationship, I can just drag this product ID into my product ID, and this is the new relationship where from product tables I'm selecting product ID, and from customers table I'm again selecting product ID, right? We'll see in depth what is this cardinality and filtering in next lecture, right? For now, I'll just save whatever that has been selected, and that's it. That's how you can easily delete your relationship and you can create your relationships back again, right? Okay, thank you so much.
To know more about Itvedant, visit our website